Okay, so concerning the coverage of a blown tire that allegedly split down the middle with no interference, no any type of puncture or whatnot. He put the donut on the next day to bring the vehicle down here with the tire to get it assessed and replaced. Correct?
Well, yeah. I had switched out I put the spare on, drove up here the next morning, and I didn't know what had happened to the tire. I just said there was nothing in it, and the tire's in the back, and they took it back there, and when they had it for a while, and then I was sitting in the lobby. Will came out and he said, "Here's your invoice. They're almost done with the tire." And I looked down, and it was $194 or $196. One of it, I can't remember what the exact total was. I don't have it in front of me. But and I said, "This wasn't under warranty of any type?" He said, "No." And I said, "I just got this car March 2nd. Here we are in May." And I'm thinking, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Because I could have sworn that I remember seeing in one of my papers that I do not carry around every time I go to the dealer. I've never carried around my paperwork every time I go to the dealer. I've never even heard of that. So he said, "No, it's not covered." I said, "Did you look at my file?" He said, "No, I just know that it's not covered under warranty because of a hazard." And I was like, "What?" So I sat down and I was over there, and he went back over to the desk or something, and a few more minutes went by. And then I thought maybe he'd look something up and find something else and hopefully tell me some better news than that. And so I ended up paying for it. Right, I had no other choice at that point until I found out exactly what my contract was saying. I was going to have to do the homework myself, since all the computers are here and he couldn't do anything to look it up himself. I guess that's impossible. I had no idea because it was definitely impossible that day. And I went home, and it wasn't until it started just soaking on me, that I was paying for something that I don't think, I was supposed to be paying for. And when I finally did go digging up my contract, I found the contract, and so I found the part on the tires. And I drove back up here, and this when I asked for the managers over here in the office. And I asked them, I didn't say a thing, I just said, "Can you tell me what this particular paragraph states?" And he looked at it and he goes, "Oh yeah, that states exactly about the details of your warranty on your tires and how you're covered, and no matter what is roadside assistance, no matter what is a hazard, it covers everything on tires." And I said, "Well, that's interesting because when I came in here on May 3rd, I think it was, I had a blown tire, and Will, who was my service advisor that day, refused to look up any information on it and told me I was not covered, and I got charged $190 some dollars on my credit card." So I just wanted to know what we were going to do about that. And when he went over there, I guess there's like a headquarters for the warranty type of thing on the East Coast. So he got a hold of the East Coast. The East Coast wants to see an item of, despair. They want to see the item that's being ejected. So at that point, because a few days had gone by by the time I got the paperwork up here, the tire was gone. The manager that I was having help me that day, he's the one that went back there and looked for the tire, and it was gone. So I don't know if he talked to Will that day or whatever, but there's no tire. There's no sign of tire. It had been a couple weeks already at this point. And so he said he was going to have to send in a little report to the headquarters for the warranty thing, and then wait for a response. Well, when I opened my mail the other day, I hadn't checked my mail for about 30 days. It was sitting there saying they're not going to cover it because they had no item to go by. And if I had any further information that might help with this kind of situation, they were basically firm on the decision because they had nothing to choose from, which I understand completely. So that throws it right back on this department on why Will is not bothering to lift a finger to check out the customer's information, especially when they're asked. I asked him 3 times to check my warranty. I figured he'd have some kind of information in this office somewhere. It can't get all shipped to a separate office. I can't imagine. I don't know the procedure though. I just found it awfully strange. So
Sure.
that's why I was just kind of like, okay. And now everybody's wanting to go boing, 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 bouncing around, and I'm just kind of like wondering who's going to deal with it.
Just feel like you're getting boinked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so issue is they want evidence, they want a piece of physical evidence to examine to basically determine whether or not the tire is going to be covered under their specific guidelines.
So I guess they would look at it for a picture or something, because I'm sure they're not going to send this tire all the way back to, I think it's New York or something.
Yeah, and I don't know what their procedure is, but
I have no idea. It pretty much explains it all in this stuff here.
code 966211996. Contact phone 877-333-6604. Service contract type automobile. Program term deadline July 1st, 2017.
What? Deadline.
Program term deadline July 1st, 2017.
That's not even here yet, so I don't know what that was for. Is this for Mitsubishi people or just hand you something strange?
Says our records indicate you've not contacted us to have your vehicle service contract updated. Please call 1-877-333-6604 today. Due to the nature of this program, your ability to receive the highest level of coverage is very time sensitive. To obtain extended coverage for your vehicle, you should act immediately.
That's for the Taurus.
You are such a nerd. Okay, that is.
Here, this is for.
Oh my goodness.
That's the one. Sorry.
All right. You're a dork. Insured, Larry Wright. Claimant, Larry Wright. Claim number. Claim number is 292-577-1491. Policy number is 292-80629-613597. Date of loss, May 3rd, 2017. It is our desire to thoroughly investigate, pardon me, every claim that is reported to us and make payment for those losses which are covered under the applicable contract. After conducting a thorough investigation of this matter, we have determined that there would not be coverage for the above captioned date of loss. Our coverage denial is based on the following. Authorization for replacement was not provided. For these reasons, we will be unable to consider payment of your claim. If you are aware of any facts that are unknown to us, please bring them to our attention for consideration. Please be advised that nothing contained in this letter should be considered as a waiver of any of our rights. And we hereby expressly reserve the right to deny coverage for any other valid reason which may now be known or which may be discovered in the future. That's pretty vague, but I would say, if your tire just sporadically split from the middle, that is an issue.
I don't know what it did really. I couldn't tell. I'm not a tire analyst, but
I'm not a tire analyst either, but it wouldn't matter at this point because the tire isn't in existence.
Well, yeah, not to mention, it's like, what good is this warranty stuff that they tack on? Somewhere in the paperwork, there's, I'm sure, tacked on somewhere. That's up $1,500 roll around somewhere in the numbers. What good is this as an incentive to tell the customer, and it comes with this kind of warranty, blah, blah, blah. If you got a service advisor that's going to turn around and not bother to do one thing for the customer.
No, I get you.
I don't understand it because it's useless. And it's just very, very annoying. And I don't have extra cash to be rolling around.
And I'll pass it on.
Yeah.
We'll get it resolved. We'll get it taken care of one way or another. I can't tell you what they're going to do. Hopefully what they will do is replace the tire.
They already put a brand new one in there.
Well, you paid for it. Hopefully they'll
Right.
reimburse as you wish to be.
Yeah. I mean, even if they gave me a credit, I don't even care. A credit of some kind. Because I'm always buying products in their accessories store.
Your chrome package?
Yeah, I've been buying pieces and pieces and pieces. It's like, that's nice to know I'm still putting money in this place. And then I get the shaft on the tire. It's annoying. Very annoying.
All right. So, Larry Wright here to express his dissatisfaction with the way his tire claim was handled.